Jeez, you just keep laughing and laughing.
How can I not? I'm now the Overlord. That means that I'm the most eminent demon in all of the Netherworld.
I am aware of that. But ever since you've become the Overlord, you have done nothing but laugh.
You don't understand a thing. Laughing is a very important aspect of being the Overlord. Besides, there isn't any urgent matter that's suitable for my first act as King Laharl the Terrible.
Oh, Prince, I got a job for you.
Call me Your Highness. I'm the Overlord now.
Oh, come on. That's a minor detail.
Minor detail? So, what kind of job is it? You want me to make it rain pepper on Earth so they can't stop sneezing? Or do you want me to give human kids an addictive video game that will deprive them of their sleep?
No. Come in, Aramis.
Who's this kid? Don't call me a kid. You're more of a kid yourself. What? Who the hell do you think I am?
Now, he is just a child.
Shut up, Black Chest.
What did you say, you? I mustn't. At times like this, love is the answer. With love, there is understanding.
Hey, does she have a few screws loose or something? Huh, you got some attitude, kid.
Just like you, Prince.
Yeah, right. So, what's he got to do with the job?
Oh, yeah, his pets are missing.
Huh? And?
And your job's to look for them.
Why would I, the Overlord, look for some stupid little brat's pets? Ridiculous! Absolutely ridiculous! Bring me something more fitting for my first task as Overlord!
I refuse. It may seem ridiculous to you, but it's important to him. This is a perfect way to begin your rule as Overlord. And if you don't do it, I'm never gonna accept you as the Overlord.
What are you getting so mad for? It's not like you.
Answer me. Will you do it or not?
Ugh. Fine, I'll do it. Good, and you better not slack off. Ugh. Why am I, the Overlord of the Netherworld, taking orders from this annoying brat? Episode 7 of Being an Overlord.
Hey there guys, PrinceLaharlkun here, and welcome back to Let's Play Disgaea Hour of Darkness. In the last episode, we finished up episode 6, where finally, after most of the game, we have become the Overlord of the Netherworld, so we are no longer the Prince. And in this episode, we're going to be beginning episode 7, where we start to see a bit more of Laharl's journeys as how he grows as an Overlord. So, oh man, I have been away for a long time, and it is so good to be back. And those are really good words, Manty. And I will do my best. Yeah, that is kind of weird that you're all super serious now. Oh geez, so what do you got to say here, Golek? Yes? Yes? Oh. Yeah, unfortunately, despite being the Overlord, Laharl is going to learn a very harsh lesson about all of his vassals here. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of with that, and I can understand that. Like, once you know something for so long, it's really hard to, like, kind of accept it as new because change is weird, and I probably shouldn't be having that kind of a conversation. Why are you talking about Laharl's diapers? Okay. I forgot about that line. Oh yeah, that guy. Oh yeah. And if you think level 70 is crazy, oh man, you ain't seen nothing yet there, Mr. Ghosty Ghost. Anyway, as usual, since it's the beginning of a chapter...
Prince, I'm going to the bathroom, okay?
Even though there are still gaps, my memories are slowly coming back. One thing I remember, when I first started as a servant in the castle, every day was hard. I lost heart, and my will to live was fading. At times, I even welcomed death. That was when the king reached out his hand to me. I wanted to help him. I wanted to be praised by him. I wanted to be accepted by him. I'd never felt like that before. And so, I pledged my loyalty to him. Even when I lost my memories, that loyalty remained. Even now, and forever, my feelings will never change. There is a very good reason that I think that Etna is essentially the fan favorite. And I realize once again, this is kind of more of a tangent thing. And maybe I'll get around to it while I'm doing stuff. I don't know why I'm checking the hospital. It's like one of those weird, like, snap habits. I'm like, hospital, heal. That's kind of the thing, is that I really think that Etna as a character is fantastic, and those journal entries really, really help to accentuate that idea as her character. And that's really the reason I love this game, is that these characters all have so much depth to them that the later games just kind of lose touch on, and I'll get more into that later. I should probably do the whole plan, actually playing the game and not standing around, because I have a bad habit of doing that. And, oh hey, zombies. Great. Thanks. What? That was just, like, here, have an information dump. Okay, thanks, zombie. Whatever. Anyway, there's not really much we can do, so we're gonna move on to 7-1. Which is Salamander's Breath, apparently. Oh good, zombies. We literally just heard that from Zombie, but whatever. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Try to find a pet, and it turns out that it's eaten by a zombie. Great. Alright, well, anyway, let's move on to 7-1. Which has... Oh yeah, this has no voice acting. Oh hey, wait, one of your pets? Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, Flan. Totally. Totally the power of love. And we have ourselves a zombie. Mm-hmm. Yep. I love that exchange, just like, it's a zombie. Mm-hmm. Zombies. Like, whatever. Aw, yay, Laharl's kinda warming up to Aramis. Which is kinda odd, because I just realized zombie for a pet. Oh. Oh yeah, I guess we would have to catch it, right? What? What? We're gonna just... Okay, whatever, I guess we're gonna kill the zombie. Alright guys, so... Welcome to 7-1. 7-1 is just similar to 3... There we go, I have 2 buttons being funny. 7-1 is similar to episode 3, where everything is in the, this fiery-based area. So, naturally, every single enemy is gonna be weak to ice. So if you have any ice mages or high-level ice magic, you're going to want to bring it here. 7-1, however, is probably the most important map for essentially getting through the rest of the plot until the final chapter, because this is a fantastic leveling and money-grinding map. I mean, look at this. Double experience from everything. All the monsters are just simply grouped up in rows of 3. There's a zombie over there named Hrothgar. That's hilarious to me for some reason. And then there's this little, like, thing over here. Which, this thing annoys me because the diameter is just enough to where it messes stuff up. Anyway, enough of that. Let's go ahead and start massacring some zombies. There's really no strategy to this. You just kill stuff. I mean, I guess that kind of goes without saying for, you know, this game. But, like, it's far more evident in this map just because there's really no strategy I can tell you that works. Also, I gotta execute, because otherwise... Of course, this is going to be a common occurrence in this game where you're like, I'm gonna use Blade Rush and kill all these enemies, and then you don't do enough damage at all. Thanks, Laharl. Thank you so much. So anyway, as I was saying before this, one of the things that I really, really appreciate about this game is the fact that there's actual character depth to it. I realize that's a really silly thing to, you know, bring up, but the later Disgaeas, they all have the same exact problem in that there's no real, like, character development that ever occurs with the characters. I mean, it kinda happens. I mean, I guess it happens in 2, but the problem with this series that I have is that it ultimately resulted in being more emphasized on its comedy. And don't get me wrong, the comedy in these games are phenomenal. Like, these games have made me laugh more than many games have ever even attempted to... I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. I've laughed more at this game than I have others, is what I'm trying to say, but trying to make it more complicated than it actually is, and go Gob. Also, everything is on the verge of death, because my characters are just barely not strong enough to one-shot them. This is the story of my life in RPGs. Alright, Fu, I'm gonna give you these kills. Do I have anyone else that I can do anything with? I guess I can give Sample Man these kills. And, oh, that's right, I turned Turnips into a rogue. And that's gonna be for a very important reason in this. Well, okay, not a very important reason, but more of like a I just wanted to do this reason. Also, if you're using gunners, I would advise you to not use rapid fire on this chapter whatsoever, due to rapid fire being fire element. Instead, stick with Tri-Burst, because once again, it's very subtle, but it does say in the description that rapid fire is a fire attack, and you don't want to use. Oh right, I have to. I forgot. I'm so spoiled by Disgaea 5. Anyway, as I was saying, like, I think that one of the things that truly makes this game so great is the fact that there is a nice balance of character development and silliness to it. And I think ultimately, despite the future games being better in terms of gameplay and yada yada yada, I think ultimately that's kind of why I always come back to this and can say that this is one of my favorite games, because it continues to prove that point, that you can have a game that is silly but also serious at the same time. Because, you know, we live in a society nowadays where you're much more, I feel like you're far more valued as a person if you're able to convey humor, because humor is king, right? Like, if you can be humorous, you pretty much can do anything you want. Or at least that's the way that it seems. Also, Gob's gonna get gobbed. I kind of forgot that he's a mage. That's what happens when I do Let's Plays and take breaks. And oh well, Gob's a gob. He's gonna gob through it, right? He didn't get poisoned. Yes! He lived! He lived with 5 HP! Gob is best. I love Gob. Someone should make, like... Okay, so seriously, if any... someone should make an image that has, like, that I Love New York thing, but change it to I Heart Gob. Like, I would wear that as a shirt. Real talk. But yeah, like, that's the thing, is that I feel as though we put so much emphasis on humor, especially in Western society. Oh god, I forgot that Little Fu is kind of the one that created Gob, so now Gob's got access to, like, everything. And don't get me wrong, like, I think humor is very important. It's very necessary. But at the same time, I also think that it's so overly emphasized that we lose track of what something can be and we attempt to apply humor to it when there may not necessarily need to be humor, and I think that's ultimately the problem that the Disgaea game's later plots ultimately run into, is that they've been so founded and established upon by their humor because that's what people remember it for, that they feel as though they have to incorporate humor into scenes where that's not necessarily the case. And ultimately, that harms a story. When you apply something that doesn't need to be added to a story for the sake of adding it because it's what something is known for, because you think it panders, that's pandering. It's not good. Anyway, there wasn't much to that stage, and as you saw, we just got 14,000 hell. Like, I think that's actually how much hell I started with at the beginning, and that's literally doubling my money. So, 7-1. It is a fantastic leveling and money grinding map. Actually, I haven't played in such a long time now that I don't remember. Can I upgrade anything now? Because I'm gonna do that real quick. Because we're gonna do 2 chapters this episode. Because I haven't been back in a while, and I really want to give you guys something to watch. We're at the 27,000 hell weapon stuff, so I could probably go another product rank up if I could get the stupid sword that I want. Because once again, been playing Disgaea 5. Let me tell you, it's really, really hard to go back. Oh wow, the 2-pronged blade is better than the greatsword. I forgot all about that. Or this greatsword just sucks. Okay, yeah, it's just a base greatsword, so it's not much better. What's your 2-pronged blade stats even? 107. Okay, that's why. Whatever. Anyway, I shouldn't really need to do any more grinding because we're honestly fine. Anywho, I keep saying anyway, like that's my new like. Who needs the word like when you've got anyways? Alright, let's move on to 7-2, Column of Fire. Which, once again, has no voice acting in it. Oh, dang. Etna's super serious. Yeah. Oh. Could have fooled me. And apparently everyone else, too. Mm-hmm. Really? Yeah, no kidding. Oh, I see. Yeah, pets are very important. Hmm. Very true. She does in her own interesting way. And yeah, like it or not, Etna, that's a form of love. If he fails, I'll just kill him. Yeah, you would. Maybe. Oh yeah, Etna can be very scary. Alright, so, last stage was not really hard, per se, and then the game's just like, hey, we heard you said that our game was easy, so we gave you difficulty out the butt. Yeah, okay, this isn't really that hard. So there are 2 different ways you can go about this. The first way is spreading out your troops by throwing a tower to get to this geo symbol and destroying the enemy boost null over here. Which, that is an option, but unfortunately that means you'll have to spend an entire turn where the zombies essentially get free reign on you, and they're gonna surround basically any units that they choose to, which is bad. You don't want them to do that. But alternatively, you can try to lure them out over here where there is none, and you can just fight them out over here. The nice thing about doing that is that I prefer that method because it puts them into more of a funnel. And the other thing about that is, well, okay, they can reach you. And also at this level, they're gonna have Zombie Twister. Zombie Twister is the most obnoxious and irritating move that they have next to Zombie Puke, which, you know, obviously inflicts poison. So I think I'm gonna take this one a bit slower, and we're gonna do the funneling method, because I much prefer that one. I'm also confident enough that I think I'm strong enough to be able to take some hits from them too. Now, alternatively, you could also just use a ranged character and destroy that. Actually, you know what? I just thought of this in the middle of what I was doing. You know what? I'm going to play my Turnips card, and I'll sacrifice him as tribute. To play Tri-Burst in attack mode. Go, Turnips, attack their face-down Geo-symbol card.
Give it up.
Guys, I just made a Yu-Gi-Oh joke. I just made a Yu-Gi-Oh joke. What's wrong with me? Okay. Oh, great. Good to know I'm back in form, making really odd jokes that aren't even remotely funny. Alright. Remember that funneling thing I was telling you guys about? And I was all like, look at my super cool 1337 internet lead strats. Yeah, that's a much better strategy to use, because it also damages the Zambos. I'm actually going to move you into this corner, because they're most likely going to go after you. So, with that out of the way, we can take out Gob, and we're going to have Gob use Ice on you, because you're Irma, and you're... Actually, can you hit? You can hit both of them, yeah. Actually, for that matter, since that's not an issue, just do this. Jeez, come on, Zach. Use your brain. Which didn't kill them, probably because, yep, unnatural resistance. And you just didn't die because you're like the rank 3 zombie, so of course you're not going to die. So now that they're all like this, we're basically gonna just take them out kind of slowly, I guess. Blade rush them. So yeah, with my point before about the whole character development thing, like, that cutscene we literally just watched is a prime example. Because I feel like there's a lot more to Etna's character precisely because of that cutscene. Like, it just goes to show that she's a lot more than just a comic relief character, you know? And that's the thing, is we haven't even met the true comic relief characters yet, and even the comic relief characters that we will meet will get their own, you know, their own bit of plot. And their own little bit of character development, too. Like, it's not much, but it's something. And it's enough to the point to where it makes them likable. And I think that's the important thing, is that I don't think that media necessarily needs to have super in-depth, crazy, like, introspective super characters. They just need to be interesting. But in order to be interesting, you also can't consistently rely on humor all the time. Because I think that the problem with humor is that humor can ultimately lead to something being more one-dimensional. But a character that is humorous but also has a serious side to them shows that there's more to that person than just their humor, because I know from experience, even in real life, that people will talk to me about things they don't talk to other people, because I like to have serious conversations with people. Like, that's just the nature of how I am. And I find that it's interesting that that's the case. Because I thought for sure my entire life, oh, well, people only would like you if you're funny. But then I'm finding more and more that there are people who will talk to me just because of my serious nature. Obviously I'm not, but that's the thing about me, right? Like, you know from this video that I've been rather silly with some instances, so I'm not constantly super serious. And so, I think that's the thing, is that I just have a good balance between the two. And everything is not dying. It's getting close to dying, but not. It's making me sad. Oh yeah, I'm out of characters. Okay. That was all turn 2. Or was that turn 1? No, that was turn 1. Dang. Remember how I said the funnel method? The funnel method's stupid. Don't do it. Jeez. Alright, let's finish you off. Just be done. Alright, who do I want to get this kill? I'll give it to Odin. Odin's the lower level between those two. And he's also not been transmigrated. Huh. There we go. Yeah, like, for that map we only got 6,900, as opposed to the 14,000 we just got in Scorching Wind. There's also, like, 4 more zombies. Once again, Scorching Wind, fantastic leveling map. You could probably feasibly grind all the way to level 35, just with the basic enemies. And that wouldn't take that long, really. Of course, you're gonna deal with a lot of poison, so, as usual, have healers on hand. Anywho, I think two stages is pretty good, because I'm at the 27-minute mark on the recording. Forgot how long some of these maps can get, especially when I get rambly. Anyway, we took out 2 stages, we saw some more plot, we got to see more character development, and in the next episode of Disgaea, Hour of Darkness, we're going to be moving on to Raging Earth, and I think we're in for a good time, because I'm going to start doing at least 2 stages per episode, unless it's like an end of episode. That way, because now we're going to get to the point to where every single episode is going to have like 6 stages. Anywho, I've gone on long enough. Alright, so, this has been PrinceLaharlkun, and I hope you all enjoyed this video, and it's great to be back. And as always, I will see you guys in the next episode, or whatever video of mine you decide to watch of mine next. Later, guys.